Welcome back to the best years. The Associated Humane Society's Popcorn Park Zoo provides a safe haven for hundreds of abused, neglected, and abandoned wild, exotic, farm, and domestic animals. Join us now as we take a tour of the Forked River Sanctuary and learn from the experts how to plan for our own pets' futures.
Nestled in the Forked River Pine Barrens is Associated Humane Society's Popcorn Park Zoo, an unassuming home and sanctuary to hundreds of animals who would have otherwise lived unthinkable lives. Each of the zoo's residents has a tale to tell, usually one that starts with a story of abuse, neglect, or poor health, but ends happily ever after right here.
Popcorn Park is not a regular zoo, no, by no means. We don't breed animals here. We don't purchase animals for exhibit. These animals come here because it's their sort of the last resort. Either Fish and Wildlife has confiscated them from someone who wasn't taking care of them properly. An individual who bought an animal, exotic animal, and realized after a short time that it wasn't something that should be kept in a house. Other zoos call us, humane societies and SPCA's call us when there's an animal that has been mistreated or abandoned or abused in some way. So those animals can come here and live the rest of their life out in sort of a peaceful atmosphere.
It's more of a refuge than a zoo, but that doesn't stop thousands of visitors from stopping by and learning about Popcorn Park's residents. At each enclosure, you can read placards that tell their individual stories.
This is Princess, our Bactrian camel. She came from an estate up in North Jersey that had her and her sister since they were very young. Her sister passed away, about 10 years ago, and Princess was up there by herself. The owner of the estate also passed away. So her veterinarian and her caretaker asked if we would take her down here to live her life out with us here. She's also our pigskin prognosticator. Each week during the football season, we take a local game with a local team involved, and she picks the winner of that game. Hey girl. And she does it by graham crackers. We mark the graham crackers, and whoever she picks that week is her choice. Last year she started the season 11-0, and she finished up picking 17 out of 22 games right. She's also picked the last 3 Super Bowls. Hey. This is Gina. She spends her time with Dante, the male over there. They came from 5 years ago now. They came from a sanctuary in Texas. Dante and Gina, and actually all the large cats we have here, never were in the wild. They were always bred in captivity, and a lot of them were in the pet trade. Some used as you know, you can go a little cub and you get your picture taken for $15, $20. So they make money for people. They make money for the people who own them. And then after they've got a little bigger, they've outlived their usefulness, and they wind up in places they shouldn't. This is Nyla. Nyla's a lioness, African lioness. She also came from Texas. It seems like there's a lot of laws lacking about exotic animals, and especially potentially dangerous animals in Texas. She was owned by someone who said they had saved her from some kind of fate.
But Popcorn Park isn't just a shelter to exotic, wild, and farm animals and birds. Right here on the premises is the Animal Haven Farm and Kitty City, happy homes for dogs and cats who may not otherwise be adoptable.
When we first started, we had the vision that there were animals that people could no longer keep because of either health issues or age issues, but didn't want their dogs just euthanized. So we developed this Animal Haven Farm for those dogs to live out the rest of their lives. And the same thing with Kitty City for cats. We do a lot of work with individuals who want to make provisions for their animals on these programs through their wills. And wills sometimes aren't enough. You really should call us here to make sure that everything is will happen the way you want it to happen, and your animal will come here and live its life out.
Associated Humane Societies is more than just what we've shown you today. With 2 other locations in Tinton Falls and Newark, it is the largest animal agency in the state of New Jersey. As a nonprofit organization operating solely on contributions, they are always grateful for donations of money, food, supplies, and time to its facilities and programs. From Popcorn Park Zoo in Forked River, I'm Dom Alagia.
To learn more about Popcorn Park Zoo or any of the Associated Humane Society's programs, check out their website at www.ahscares.org. For everyone here on The Best Years, remember to make this year your best year. I'm Sandy Levine.
Is there something you'd like to see on The Best Years? We want to hear from you. Email us at thebestyears@ocean.edu or call the Best Years hotline at 732-255-0445. Be sure to include your name, address, and daytime phone number. Visit us on the web at www.ocean.edu/best.htm.